Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
Rinjay.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Gaurav. So, have you been able to prove that N naught is isomorphic to N?
Yes, sir.
What was the map?
In is equals to n plus 1.
Yes, N is equal to N plus 1. So, 0 will go to 1, 1 will go to 2, 2 will go to 3, and so on. So, this is bijective map. Why it is bijective? For any natural number n, what will be the number in n naught that will be its preimage?
N minus 1.
N minus 1, right? So it is surjective, and then it is order preserving also, because it is easy to see that it is order preserving. Yes. So let us try to prove also. सबने कर लिया या प्रूव कराऊं मैं? Have you been able to prove, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and what about the other example, phi inverse? Other question, phi inverse? Phi inverse को prove कर लिया that it is an order isomorphism.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for the inverse question, if you could show how to write it, because I was not able to write it properly.
Okay, fine. So let us prove this fact. Question was, show that inverse of an order isomorphism is an isomorphism. Okay, so let us write its proof. So let P and Q be two posets. अच्छा ये ध्यान रखना कि this relation might be different from this relation. ठीक है, so notation is same, but this relation can be different from this relation. Be two posets and be two isomorphic posets. Be two isomorphic posets, and let phi from P to Q be an order isomorphism. To show phi inverse from Q to P is an order isomorphism. So we know that phi inverse is bijective, being an invertible function, right? This is inverse, so it is invertible, being an invertible function, and we know that a function is invertible if and only if it is bijective. So phi inverse is bijective, so that we don't need to prove. Okay, so now we have to prove that it preserves the order. So let xy belonging to Q be two elements such that x is related to y. ठीक है, अच्छा हमें ये शो करना है. Thus we need to prove that x is related to y if and only if phi inverse x is related to phi inverse y for all xy belonging to Q. Okay. ठीक है, हमें ये शो करना है x is related to y if and only phi inverse x is related to phi inverse y for all xy belonging to Q. So we pick any two elements. So let xy belonging to Q be any two elements. ठीक है, since phi is surjective, there exists a b belonging to P such that phi of A is equal to x and phi of B is equal to y. Now consider x related to y. So this is if and only if x is nothing but phi of A is related to phi of B, right? इसको next page पे start कर लेते हैं सर, so that एक ही जगह flow पूरा बन जाएगा. Okay, we start with now x related to y. हमें show करना है if and only if रहेगा ये. Now x is related to y, so x is equal to phi of A and y is equal to phi of B. So phi of A is related to phi of B. Now because phi is an order isomorphism, so this is if and only if A is related to B, since phi is an order isomorphism, right? Now A, what is A? A is phi inverse of x because it is pre-image of x under phi, and this is phi inverse of y. Since A is equal to phi inverse of x and B is equal to phi inverse of phi, hence x is related to y if and only if phi inverse x is related to phi inverse y for all xy belonging to Q. Thus phi inverse is an order isomorphism. Is it fine? Is it clear? So now we are going to define a different set of predicates. Predicates. So predicate is a function that gives either true or false for a statement. Okay. A predicate is basically a statement which takes either only two values, either it is true or it is false. So such statements are called predicates. Okay. So set of predicates as posets. As posets. Okay. So let us first define what is a predicate. Definition: a predicate is a statement that takes values true or false. So it takes only two values, true or false. So basically it is a function from set of statements to this set true TF, where it takes each statement to either true or false. Okay. So mathematically for any set X, a predicate on X is a function from x to df. ठीक है, so basically जिसके डोमेन हम कोडोमेन हमारे दो वैल्यूज दे रहा है, so that is so for example if I can define this function, for example let x equal to r, define p from r to tf as p of x is equal to t if x is greater than equal to 0 and false if x is less than 0. So this statement is a predicate and p is a predicate on r. Clear? is अब definition clear हो गई, predicate सबको समझ आ गया. So basically predicate takes two values either true or false. मतलब true 0 1 को भी हम कह सकते हैं 0 1 की जगह tf कर दें तो वो predicate हो जाएगा. ठीक है, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, so कुछ भी मतलब जजमेंट करना है हमें कोई भी x रियल नंबर के लिए, जैसे कि अगर x जो है इट इज इवन तो ट्रू ट्रू कर देंगे, ऑड के लिए फॉल्स कर देंगे तो अगेन इट इज अ प्रेडिकेट. सो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं हम. ठीक है, सो इट डिपेंड्स कि हम क्या वो लगाना चाहते हैं. फॉर एनी सेट x, नीचे कर देते हैं हम. एग्जाम्पल समझ में आ गया ना, ये नोटेशन को ऊपर इस डेफिनेशन के साथ ही लिखते हैं. So for the set of all predicates on x is denoted by px. ठीक है, the set of all predicates on x is denoted by px. So px is basically set of all functions that takes the value true or false. That is px is set of all functions from x to f such that f from x to tf is a function. ठीक है, is it fine? So px is set of functions that takes elements of x to either true t or f. Fine. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You can show that this set of predicates is isomorphic to px. So question is show that. अच्छा, पहले we have to define an order on px. So first we have to define an order on px. So how to, can someone suggest an order on px set of predicates? Yes, can someone suggest me कि px के ऊपर क्या ऑर्डर डिफाइन कर सकते हैं? कोई एक ऑर्डर बताओ. दो फंक्शन है, अगर हमारे पास दो प्रेडिकेट्स हैं तो हाउ यू कैन रिलेट देम, हाउ यू कैन गिव एन ऑर्डर टू देम. एक ऑर्डर कोई डिफाइन कर सकता है? Yes. So number of elements in Px is कितने elements होंगे इसके अंदर? How many functions are there from x to tf? A to B कितने functions होते हैं? A function from A to B. How many functions are there from A to B? देखो, you have to define functions from x के जैसे ये elements है तुम्हारे पास. Suppose x has 10 elements. Okay, 1 2 3, x has 10 elements. 1 2 3 4 and 10, and you have to take x has 10 elements and you have to take it to tf. So how many choices are there for this element?
2 choices.
2. Again for this element
2.
क्योंकि हमें 1 1 तो रखना नहीं है. So this has also 2. 2 2 2 2. So how many choices? 2 to the power 10, right? So there are these many functions. ठीक है, कि अलग अलग choices के लिए हमारे पास इतने आ गए. So basically it will have 2 to the power, ये 12th में पढ़ा होगा, 11 12 में, 2 to the power x, number of elements in x. That is cardinality of px is equal to 2 to the power x. Fine. So now we are going to define partial order relation. Partial order relation on set of predicates. ठीक है, so कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे? So let fg ठीक है, क्योंकि let pq belonging to px so define a relation on px as p is related to q if and only if x belonging to h such that px equal to t is contained in इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? That is p inverse of t is contained in q inverse of t. ठीक है, इसका क्या मतलब है कि set of all the preimages of t is contained in set of all the preimages of set of all the preimages of t under p is contained in set of all the preimages of t under q. Yes, yeah, वो all those values for which p takes gives true value is contained in the set of true values of q. ठीक है, is that clear? Is this relation is clear? Yes,
sir.
to everyone this relation is clear to everyone. Same हम ये false values के लिए भी define कर सकते थे. ठीक है, कोई भी relation और define कर सकते हो. So हम true के लिए define कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. You can also, you could have also defined it for false. So बात same ही रहती. Now then px is a partially ordered set. So can someone proof that it is a partially ordered set? Why it will be reflexive? Yes, why it will be reflexive? Yes, बताओ. For any P belonging to Px, why it will be reflexive? Why P will be related to P?
The subset of X will be equal.
Yes, because this set will be equal to this sets, right? X belonging to X says that Px is equal to T. This set is contained in the set. Same ही तो set है ये. ठीक है? Every set is contained in itself. That is P inverse T is contained in P inverse T. Same ही तो set है. So this implies P is related to P. So hence this is reflexive over Px. Now second, antisymmetric. How you will prove that it is antisymmetric? So let PQ belonging to Px be such that P is related to Q and Q is related to P. So what does it imply? This implies P inverse T is contained in Q inverse T and Q inverse T is contained in P inverse T. So what does it imply?
P inverse T equals to Q inverse T.
Inverse T is equal to Q inverse T. And what does this imply? That all those X says that Px is equal to T is equal to all those X says that Qx is equal to T. So ये दोनों सेट इक्वल है तो क्या होगा?
T equals to Q.
Why? दो फंक्शन कब इक्वल होते हैं? जब वो हर एक वैल्यूज पे सेम वो लेते हैं वैल्यूज, राइट? इफ वी कैन शो दैट पी वाई इज इक्वल टू क्यू वाई, देन दे आर इक्वल, राइट? फॉर ऑल वाई बिलोंगिंग टू एक्स. Why it will be possible? Why this is possible? So let y belonging to x be any element. ठीक है, कोई भी arbitrary element से पिक करा. We have to show py is equal to qy. ठीक है. So case 1, y belongs to case 1 py is equal to t. So we हमें शो करना है qy भी t आएगा. ठीक है, तो क्यों आएगा qy t? So this implies y belongs to p inverse t which is equal to, sorry, q is small. Q inverse t. So this implies qy is equal to t. So py is equal to qy. Now case 2, py is not equal to t. That is py is equal to false. So what does this imply? Y does not belongs to p inverse t which is equal to q inverse t. So this implies y does not belongs to q inverse t. So this implies qy is not equal to t, and अगर t नहीं है तो वो y होगा, f होगा. So this implies qy is equal to f. So hence py is equal to qy. ठीक है. So in either case we get that py is equal to qy. So since y belonging to x is arbitrary, it follows that py is equal to qy for all y belonging to x, that is p is equal to q. यही शो करना था हमें. Hence बाकी यहाँ से डायरेक्ट भी कंक्लूड कर सकते थे. ठीक है. Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is anti-symmetric over x, OPX. Yes. Now third, transitivity. This is easier. So let p, q, r belong to px be such that p is related to q and q is related to r. So this implies p inverse t is contained in q inverse t and q inverse t is contained in q inverse r. Oh sorry, r inverse t. And this implies, by transitivity of containment relation, this implies this, and this implies p is related to r. So hence this is transitive over px plus px with this relation is a poset. ठीक है. Is it clear everyone? Yes. So this relation is with set of predicates is a partially ordered relation. ठीक है. Is it fine? किसी कुछ पूछना है? Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we have shown that it is a poset. अब poset show कर दिया. Next we have to show that it is isomorphic to power set of x. ठीक है. Show that for any set x, for any non-empty set x, power set of x with containment relation is isomorphic to set of predicates with this relation. Yes, how you will give, कैसे प्रूव करोगे that these are isomorphic? कोई मैप बताओ. इधर ये सेट्स हैं, इधर ये फंक्शन है. हाउ टू डिफाइन दिस? Define phi from px to px as, कैसे डिफाइन करोगे? या कन्वर्स भी डिफाइन कर सकते हो प्रेडिकेट से px. बल्कि it would be better if you define it the other way. Yes, बताओ कैसे डिफाइन करोगे phi of p को कहाँ ले जाओगे? इसमें सेट में ले जाना है, किसी सबसेट ऑफ x में ले जाना है, कैसे ले जाओगे? यस, ऑब्वियस सा है, बहुत ऑब्वियस है। कौन p से रिलेटेड तुम्हें कौन से सेट्स पता है? p से रिलेटेड कौन से सेट्स करे हैं हमने? अभी 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 करे हैं। क्या होना चाहिए यहाँ पे? एक ऑब्वियस सेट, कोई भी सबसेट बता दो जो x का हो, जो p से रिलेटेड हो। अभी हम करके छोड़ा है हमने। दिस सेट ऑब्वियस सेट है, दिस इज सबसेट ऑफ x बिकॉज वी आर टेकिंग एलिमेंट्स ऑफ x, राइट? So this is x belonging to x says that px is equal to t, या इसको p inverse t भी बोल सकते हो, for all p belonging to px। चलो अब so this is a well defined function. Why it is well defined? Can someone prove? well defined का मतलब क्या होता है? ये फंक्शन क्यों है हमें, मतलब बेसिकली वो शो करना है कि एक एलिमेंट के, मतलब एक एलिमेंट की दो इमेजेस नहीं हो सकते, ये देखना है, और ये भी देखना है कि इमेज जो है वो कोडोमेन के अंदर है। तो इमेज कोडोमेन के अंदर है, अगर कोई भी p उठाते हैं उसका इमेज इज इट इन कोडोमेन? कोडोमेन क्या है हमारे यहाँ पे? देखो वेल डिफाइंड फंक्शन बोलते, जैसे अगर हमें बोलना है फाइ इज वेल डिफाइंड, व्हाट डज इट मीन? हम बेसिकली बोलते हैं कि ये एक्चुअल में फंक्शन है, और फंक्शन की डेफिनेशन क्या होती है? A function is a rule that assigns to each element in the domain a unique element in codomain, right? So इसके हर एक एलिमेंट का एक इमेज होना चाहिए, एंड सेकंड थिंग जो इमेज जो है that should be in codomain, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे if you can see this p inverse c, this is a subset of x, right? So it belongs to power set of x. So इमेज तो है अंदर, किसी एलिमेंट के दो इमेजेस हो सकते हैं? The way we have defined, इसका एक ही इमेज तो दिया है हमने, right? p inverse t दिया है, एक ही इमेज दिया है, so this is phi is well defined. Clearly phi is well defined, ठीक है? So प्रूव करने की जरूरत नहीं है, but you should know why it is well defined. So because this element belongs to this px, और इसका जो हर एक का एक ही इमेज है, और यहाँ पे हमने डिफाइन इस तरह से करा है कि एक ही इमेज आ रहा है, that is why it is well defined, right? Clear to everyone why it is well defined? Is it clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
बाकियों को भी? Kunal, Gaurav, is it clear? Kunal, is it clear? Kunal, Gaurav,
Yes, sir. Sir, P inverse T, how it belongs to power set of X?
ये ना, what is its definition? It is set of all elements in X. ये देखो ना, यहाँ से ही पता चल रहा है कि it is a subset of X, because we are collecting all those elements in X for which the value of Px is T. So basically we are collecting elements in X, so it is a subset of X. By definition it is a subset of X, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so phi is well defined. Now what we have to show then next? It is what next we have to show?
phi of PQ is equal to phi P phi Q.
हमें देखो सर्जेक्टिव शो करना है और आइसोमॉर्फिज्म शो करना है, ठीक है। 1 1 शो करने की जरूरत नहीं है बिकॉज 1 1 ऑटोमेटिकली फॉलोज इफ वी कैन प्रूव दैट इट इज सर्जेक्टिव आइसोमॉर्फिज्म तो 1 1 अपने आप ही हो जाता है। सो वी जस्ट नीड टू शो दैट इट इज सर्जेक्टिव एंड इट इज एन आइसोमॉर्फिज्म, ठीक है। टू शो phi is an order isomorphism, we need to show that first phi is surjective and second x is p is related to q if and only if phi p is related to phi q for all pq belonging to px. So these two facts we have to show. So first we will show phi is surjective. तो surjective के लिए क्या करना होगा? सर्जेक्टिव शो करने के लिए क्या करना होगा हमें? कैसे शो करते हैं सर्जेक्टिव?
Sir, we have to show that every element has a P image.
हाँ, so we will pick some element in px. So px में कैसा एलिमेंट होगा? So first we are going to show phi is surjective. So let A belong to px be any सबसेट ऑफ x, ठीक है। सो कोई भी सबसेट उठा लिया हमने। अब इसका प्री इमेज बताओ को क्या डिफाइन करें, क्या एक फंक्शन बताए जिसका p इनवर्स t a आ जाए। डिफाइन p फ्रॉम x टू tf एज, क्या डिफाइन करें कि इसका जो p a इनवर्स t है हमारा a आ जाए। what should be the definition? मतलब कि it should be all those x belonging to s such that px is equal to t, this should be equal to a। क्या करें जो a आ जाए? yes, how we should define this pa? और यहाँ से देखो ना क्या बन रहा है डेफिनेशन, क्या होना चाहिए, मतलब क्या है all those elements in x such that px is equal to t। तो a की वैल्यू पे p की वैल्यू क्या आएगी? a पे, a के एलिमेंट्स पे। if a is equal to x belonging to s such that px is equal to t, what does it mean? कि अगर a के अंदर मैंने कोई एलिमेंट उठाया a, तो a will belong to this set, so p of a will be equal to t, right? So we will define like this, it is true if x belongs to a and false if x does not belong to a, ठीक है। then pa inverse t is equal to x belonging to x such that pax is equal to t, which is nothing but a, क्योंकि a पे ही t आ रहा है। so this implies phi of pa is equal to a। so this implies phi is, since a belonging to p is arbitrary, phi is surjective। ठीक है। so phi is surjective we have shown, now we have to show that phi is an order isomorphism, so हमें ये शो करना है। next we show that p is related to q if and only if phi p is related to phi q for all pq belonging to px. So let pq belonging to px be any two elements. So consider, so we start with p related to q और हमें शो करना है phi p is related to phi q. p related to q का मतलब क्या है? ये कंटेनमेंट हो जाएगा क्योंकि 5p is a subset of px, so this will be, यहाँ पे कंटेनमेंट रिलेशन लिख लो, so then you will understand it much in a better way. ठीक है, कंटेनमेंट रिलेशन यूज कर लो क्योंकि this is a subset, 5p and 5q are subsets of px. p is related to q का मतलब है कि x belonging to x such that px is equal to t is contained in x belonging to x such that qx is equal to t, that is p inverse t is contained in q inverse t, that is phi p is contained in phi q. Hence phi is an order isomorphism, that is px with this relation is isomorphic to px with containment relation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us see some examples, some algebraic sets that are posets with inclusion relation. Inclusion मतलब containment relation, ठीक है? They form posets with containment relation. ये कर खुद लेना सारा. I'm just going to write them. So first is let T be set of all subgroups of a group. Let क्या से let P be, या S से कर देते हैं, let S denote the, या SG कर देते हैं, SG denote the set of all subgroups of a group G. Then SG with containment relation is a poset. Second, so let, अच्छा इसको सब G से भी डिनोट करते हैं. Subgroups of G. Let N sub J denote the set of all normal subgroups of G. Then N with sub G is a poset. sub V set of all subspaces of vector space VF. ठीक है, then sub V with containment relation is a poset. ठीक है, सो ये सारे एग्जांपल्स खुद ट्राई कर लेना, प्रूव करने की बहुत इजी प्रूफ्स हैं, एक बार बस करके देख लेना. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम नॉट डूइंग इट हियर. ये बस तुम्हें ये पता होनी चाहिए कि ये सब जो है दे ऑल फॉर्म दी सब ग्रुप्स. सो सेट ऑफ sub R set of all subrings of R. So sub R with containment relation is a of a ring R, of a ring R. Then 5 ideals of R. IR से कर देते हैं, IR set of all ideals of ring R. Then IR with containment relation is a poset. Fine. So ये सब ट्राई कर लेना, वैसे ही बहुत इजी है प्रूव करना क्योंकि कंटेनमेंट रिलेशन ही है, तो रिफ्लेक्सिविटी अपने आप ही आ जाएगी. एवरी सब ग्रुप या जो भी है इस कंटेन इटसेल्फ. फिर दो कंटेनमेंट रिलेशन लोगे तो उससे भी आ जाएगा. ठीक है, सो ये सारा आ जाएगा. if there are two subgroups such that one is contained in other and other is contained in that, अपने आप दोनों इक्वल हो जाएंगे सिमेट्रिक के वजह से, एंटी सिमेट्रिक की वजह से. सो ये सारी प्रॉपर्टीज आ जाएंगी अपने आप. ट्रांजिटिविटी भी अपने आप ही हो जाएगी. ट्रांजिटिविटी में थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा क्योंकि इफ ए इज अ सब ग्रुप ऑफ बी, वो ए इज अ सबसेट ऑफ वो, तो उसमें ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा बस, बाकी कुछ नहीं है, इजी है. ठीक है, and this much is enough for today, I think. Yes, time is also up. So anyone wants to ask any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so then we end this class and we meet tomorrow then. Okay, so bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.